which means we have to advertise. But we haven't advertised. That hasn't been a priority. So I don't know when that's going to be a priority, but it needs to be a priority. And it wasn't addressed in our summary of this, but it's here. It's here in here. I requested the remaining funds from the SIDA. Thank God the SIDA had the funds. Thank God. Because I don't know if they did or not. I mean, until a few months ago, when we finally started getting their transparency, because ours was so murky that we can't see it, because it doesn't exist, because we don't have copies. When I sat in this room and asked to see it once upon a time, I was told it would take 300 pages to print it out. 300 pages. And I said, okay, I'll like it. Some others didn't agree with me. But now we're at the point where we're not seeing anything. So thanks to the SIDA. That's why I made a point of thanking Ron specifically. Because at least we know what's going on over there. At least I can count on that. Because I can't count on what I can't see. For those of you who don't know, when I was in the service, I was a comptroller, which is a finance person. So yes, it's important to me. It's important to me, it's important to my family, it's important to my children and my grandchildren. Because we get a certain amount, that's right, we're a small town. And a few years ago I suggested that we slowly raise taxes, but we didn't. But then I took another approach that maybe we need to come together, maybe we need to bring it closer together. But we didn't. We didn't talk, we didn't meet. And that's on every single person up here. Every single person sitting in front of you could have done a better job. Could have set ego aside. Could have worked harder. I hope the new group does. I wish you luck. I wish you well. I appreciate you stepping forward. I would also like to address, because I think it is a little bit of an error as well, and kind of a slap in the face to Mr. Carter, that his name wasn't listed as the chairman of the Planning Commission monthly report. It also goes to the clerk. The clerk is the person who does our agenda. He was the only person not listed, might I add. We got EMS, Gary, Ron, Hunter. Hunter's brand new. He's on there. Mr. Carter wasn't. It's disrespectful. We either need to do all of it or we don't need to do it, right? Like, let's figure ourselves out. We gotta find a little more professionalism. We gotta find a little more inside of us. Everybody in this room needs to find more. I tried since August to meet with you when you were hired. I suggested multiple times we talk. I invited you to go to conferences with me, and you disregarded. So I could have done all this and said all this in private, but I chose tonight because you disregarded and disrespected me until even right now, because you refuse to look at me as I'm speaking to you. That's all I have to say.
I've got a few questions on the RD. Where are we on the letter of conditions? How about that?
As I said, we're trying to get an extension. It involves the legal department. They're still doing some research there. It also involves Crossroads Engineering. We've got some things that have to be addressed on that, and we're probably, I don't even want to guess how far along at this point we are, but it also depends on the audit as well, which has not been completed yet. So.
Okay, so you're meeting with Robert Hill tomorrow by phone?
Yes, yeah, I have it.
Will you update us on how that goes? And then the other, to Ms. Johnson's point about the wellness center, when does that contract expire?
Well, I thought that it expired in December, but there is some language in it that I need to get Mr. Castle to interpret. There's a question between when they occupy the building or when we actually sign the lease as to when 5 years is actually up.
We don't know.
I can review this.
Yeah,
I can review this.
Extending it 60 days, another term, so that.
That's a good thing about being your last day.
I have to hate it.
paid on a monthly basis and expires, continues on a month.
Is that what it is, monthly?
I think it's paid, it's supposed to be paid on a monthly basis. And I'm doing that from memory. I reviewed it back in July. I remember this. So, it would be, it would extend, if it does expire, it would extend on a month-to-month basis until we negotiate it if we don't take action to, evict it.
I guess I would feel more comfortable if we, I guess I'll make a motion just to authorize an extension under the current terms for 60 days, and then we can address it when the new council comes in. Yeah.
This motion. Do I have a second? Any more discussion?
They need to pay.
All in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
That's all I've got.
No? All right. Town man, mayor's report. Only report I have to tell you is I'm done. Good luck. God bless you. Meeting is adjourned.